ठीक है? Just in case when you will refer your textbook, it is there on your page number 6. Now, last time a homework was given to you in which I had asked you to draw 3 diagrams. Yeah, and the question was given on your page number 5 of textbook. That was question number 7. Draw a neat and labeled diagram. I hope you must have done it. Okay, starting with the second lesson, health and diseases. Now, you all know that disease is a thing which is right now in this pandemic situation is on a very large scale. Yes, we are struggling with COVID-19, or we can also call it as Corona. Correct? Now, there are different types of diseases. Okay? And we will be studying in this particular chapter, we will be studying this different type of diseases and the reason behind them. Also, with the concept of disease, we will be also studying health first. So let's begin with it. Okay, now in front of your screen, I will be displaying 3 pictures. The first one is a patient, second is a boy, and third is a bodybuilder lady. Okay, amongst these 3, okay, let's just label them as option A, B, and C. Correct? Among these 3, which is the perfectly healthy individual? Option A or B or C. What do you think? I want you to think on it. By looking at option A, we can make it out that it's a person who is ill. Correct? So that option is striked out. So a patient who's already ill is not healthy. Let's come to option C. We are able to see a bodybuilder lady, right? Now, can I say both the boy and bodybuilder are healthy? Okay. Now, to understand that, we need to first understand that only being physically fit is healthy. In case of option A, the person is not physically fit, correct? Now, I am giving you a clue. The lady at the option C, she is physically fit, but she is not mentally fit. Can I still call her as healthy? Even though she is physically fit and not mentally fit? No. Okay? So option C is no more there in picture. Now let's talk about option B, which is a boy, which looks to be happy, physically fit. Now I'm saying that he is also mentally fit. Can I say that this boy is healthy? Is only being physically fit and mentally fit the 2 criteria? No. What if this guy or this boy is quarantined? He is staying alone in a room for 14 days without interacting. Will he still be stable, smiling and everything? No, it won't happen. That means the boy is socially unhealthy. Correct? And what do you mean by socially unhealthy? Now, we as humans require us to interact, right? Man or human is a social animal. तो अभी मुझे बताइए इन तीनों ऑप्शंस में से ए बी सी तीनों में से कोई भी हेल्दी है क्या? Okay, I know there was instability in the internet connection. I am repeating it once again. As I said, in order to call a person as healthy, we need to fulfill 3 main criteria. Number 1, we need to be physically fit. Number 2, we need to be mentally fit. And number 3, we also need to be socially fit. Now, what do you mean by socially fit? Okay, we as humans are social animal. We need to interact with other humans, with the surrounding and everything. Correct? What if we are not interacting with everybody? Will be still healthy? No, right? Therefore, let's understand what do we mean by health. So as I said, health is a complete well-being of three criteria. That is being physically fit, being mentally fit, and being socially fit. Correct? Okay. Now this is your definition of health. What is health? Health is a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-beingness, and not merely the absence of any disease. That means if you are physically, mentally, and socially fit, and there is absence of any disease in our body, then we are said to be as healthy person. Now I quickly want you to write this definition. And since we are dealing with disease and health, we will be coming across many new words. So also keep your dictionary words aside ready. We'll be learning new words today. Quickly write it down. It's the definition of health. And this is also asked for a 2-mark question. Okay, let's proceed further. So after you've understood health, you also know who is healthy person and who is not a healthy person. Now tell me, we will now proceed for unhealthiness. Okay? Whenever there is disturbances, maybe disturbances in physical health, disturbances in mental health, or disturbances in social health, we will call the person as unhealthy person. Correct? If the person is unhealthy, there has to be a reason behind it. Correct? So to understand this concept, let's go to next slide and understand what is a disease. Correct? Now, before understanding the definition of disease, these are two words which you need to know exactly what they meant. Okay? The first word is physiological. Okay? I am repeating the words once again. The first word is physiological. And the second word is psychological. Now, what is the difference between them? When I am saying physiological, that means it is related more to the physical state of the person, or it is related to all the normal functions of that living organism. Understood? Whenever the word starts with physiological, its meaning is that it is related to all normal functions of that living organism, or it is related to only physical state of that organism. Okay? And when I am saying psychological, that means it is more related to mental and emotional state of a person. Okay? These, kindly write these two words as your first two dictionary words for your second lesson. That's health and diseases. You don't have their meaning separately given in your textbook. Okay. Now, since you are familiar with these two words, let us understand what is a disease. As I mentioned, disease is the state of unhealthiness. ठीक है? That means जो भी body के normal functions चालू है, right? इस सारे ongoing process में अगर कुछ भी disturbance आया, so this disturbance will be called as disorder. Correct? That means all smooth ongoing functions, उस order में कुछ तो disruption है. That's called as disorder. And this disorder in either physiological or psychological process of the body will be termed as a disease. Let's have a look at what is disease. Let's understand its definition. So the definition is it's condition of disturbances in physiological or psychological process of body is called as disease. I'm repeating it once again. Do let me know if you haven't understood. The condition of disturbances, अगर कुछ बराबर नहीं चालू है, in physiological, that means related to physical state, or psychological, that means related to mental and emotional state process of the body, is called as disease. Okay? Each disease has its own specific symptoms. हर एक disease को अपने खुद के ऐसे signs and symptoms होते हैं, right? This is the definition of disease given in your textbook as well. Again, definition of health and disease are extremely important. Write down this one line quickly so that I can proceed to different types of diseases. Okay, I hope you are done with the writing part of the definition. Now let's proceed further. Okay. Now we know there are different types of diseases. Let's start listing the most common diseases which we know. Okay, one by one. And I'm sure you must be knowing most of them, which we will be discussing just right now. Cold, sardi, cough, very common again. Asthma, breathing issues, headache, extremely casual, right? Fever, the most famous example for not going to school. Allergy, very irritative. Infections, again, COVID, blood pressure. You must have heard high blood pressure, low blood pressure related to heart. Diabetes, we might have grandparents with this disease. Indigestion leads to many other problems. So all of these diseases are one which we have already heard about. Okay? None of the disease is extremely new to us. Okay? Now look at this chart or look at the slide and tell me, does all the diseases are related to each other? Do they have a common cause? If we are going in rain, if we are getting drenched in rain, we might catch cold and cough. Okay? Will it lead to some sort of allergies? No. The cause for indigestion will obviously together. What we have done, we have again created charts. And then, okay, I'm repeating once again. Don't worry, I got the message that it was internet connection was unstable. Okay. As far as all the diseases which you are able to see on the screen, do all these diseases share a common cause? No, right? The reason behind cold is different than the reason behind infections. The reason behind blood pressure is different than the reason behind headache. So all these diseases do not share a common cause, correct? And there are many, many diseases. To, now, is it very easy for us to study all the diseases without proper classification? No, right? Because each and every diseases or each and every disease will have its own cause, its own reason. Every disease will show its specific symptom. Every disease will have a time span. जैसे अगर आप बारिश में जाके भीग जाते हो and if you catch viral flu or any common flu, so usually you're prescribed with an antibiotic course for minimum 3 days, correct? So a flu, I'm saying a common flu will take 3 days for you to get cure from it, correct? And maybe any specific allergy will take different number of days for the treatment to be completed. So every disease will have different timings, different reasons, different symptoms, and definitely a different treatment, correct? So let's understand different types of diseases with a better classification, because classification will help us to study different categories of diseases. Ready? You do not have to write anything from this slide. Okay? Now let's understand the very, very important chart. This chart is also there on your page number 6 of the textbook. And if you understand this chart very well, you are done with at least 10% of your lesson. Okay? Let's begin understanding different types of diseases. Now, just think, okay? If somebody is having cancer, will it be passed to a person's or people around him? If a specific person is suffering from cancer, can the cancer disease be passed on to his family members? Just think, keep the answers till you. Okay? Now the second question. If a person in your house is having cold, are there any chances for you to get cold also? Yes, very common. Now in school, you must have heard about conjunctivitis. You get chance to wear nice glares and aviators and go to school. Yeah. Why? Because there's redness of eye. There's inflammation, swelling around the eye region. The eyeball becomes red enough. Is that spread from one person to another person? Yes. Correct. So at least now you have something in your mind that there are few diseases which are spread and there are few diseases which are not spread. Okay? Okay, now let's see the first very type of classification of types of diseases. Now let's come to the first type. The first type of classification is that the disease is classified according to the duration. मतलब कितने टाइम के लिए एक स्पेसिफिक डिजीज उस पर्सन में रहेगी, ठीक है? That means till how long will a person be affected by any specific disease. अभी there are two types. Now tell me an answer. If a person has developed diabetes, ठीक है? If a person has developed diabetes, will it happen कि कल डायबिटीज नहीं था और आज डायबिटीज अचानक से हो गया एकदम जल्दी quickly? Will that happen? Definitely not. It will take a lot of time for our body, ठीक है, to be in that state, and that state of disorderness is called as diabetes, ठीक है? Low blood sugar, this is what the condition is. Whereas let's say you are been bitten by an infected mosquito, ठीक है, which is leading to a disease called as malaria. तो क्या ऐसे हो सकता है कि कल मलेरिया नहीं था लेकिन एक दो दिन के बाद मलेरिया है? करेक्ट. नाउ कंपेयरिंग बोथ दिस डिजीज, दैट इज डायबिटीज एंड मलेरिया, क्या इन दोनों डिजीजेस का ड्यूरेशन सेम है? नो. Diabetes will be existing in the person for a very long time. It can be controlled, yes. And malaria will be there for a shorter time, right? Similarly, when I'm saying that I'm classifying diseases based on duration, I have two types of diseases. First type is called as chronic diseases. Now, what do you mean by chronic? Chronic is a state जहाँ पे everything will proceed or process in slow pattern. ठीक है? Now, as I said, in case of diabetes, क्या ऐसे होगा that a person was non-diabetic till yesterday and आज diabetes हो गया? No, right? It will take months to develop that condition in the body, right? And एक बार diabetes हो गया, is there an immediate cure? Obviously not. There's not an immediate cure. You get some medicines which helps you to control that sugar level, correct? But it will be there with you till the time you're alive. Again, based on which type of diabetes you have. So such type of diseases जो धीरे धीरे से होती है and अगर उसको क्योर करना है तो वो भी धीरे धीरे से ही क्योर हो सकता है. That means they will be existing in our body for a very long time. Very long time मतलब minimum 3 months से ज्यादा. अगर ऐसे रहा, then such type of diseases are called as chronic diseases. Am I clear? Okay. Now let's come to the second category. Beneath duration itself. ये ऐसे diseases रहेंगे जो quickly हो जाएंगे फटाक से, ठीक है? That means, now I'll give you an example. Let's say you ate some street food, ठीक है? You ate some street food which was contaminated and your body was not able to digest it properly. So when your body was not able to digest it properly, what happened? You had stomach upset. Okay? You had stomach upset and it led to some indigestion problems. Now that can be cured quickly. Maybe it will take 1 or 2 days, right? But it won't be in your body for like 3 months or so. So ऐसे diseases जो जल्दी हो जाएंगे and we can be also treated from it early or quickly. Such type of diseases are called as acute diseases. Don't worry, I'll give you the spelling as well. Okay? These two categories comes under diseases based on duration. I also gave you an example. Now let's come to the second major category, which will be on the right hand side of your chart. Now these are the diseases which occur inside the body because of a specific reason. Okay? This reason can be anything. It can be any infection, any bacteria, any microbe, any pathogen. Okay? So these are diseases that are based on different reasons. Correct? Okay. Now let's have a look at first type and second type beneath diseases based on duration. Chronic diseases जो body में affect होने के लिए काफी ज्यादा time लेंगे and treatment के लिए भी it will take a lot of time. These are chronic diseases. Example, I gave you an example of, tell me, diabetes, correct. And for acute disease, let's take an example of cold. Okay? Is at least the left hand side of the chart clear to you? We are discussing about types of diseases, and इसमें there are two major classifications. First classification is based on duration. कितने टाइम तक वो डिजीज हमारे बॉडी में रह सकती है. And second criteria is based on reason, because of what a specific disease has happened to your body. Correct? And based on duration, we have two types of diseases. एक जो diseases हमारी बॉडी में काफी लंबे समय तक रहेंगे, and second type is that the disease will remain in our body for a very short time. Clear? Now let's move on to the second part. Okay? Second part is diseases based on reasons, or which are developed according to different reasons. Okay? Now under this we have again two classifications. Now what are these two classifications? Let's say if you acquire a disease on your own, that means आप अकेले अगर बाहर जा रहे हो, ठीक है, and if a dog is biting you, correct, उसके वजह से अगर आपको कुछ भी infection हो रहा है, will it affect your family members or will it be only related to you or related to that individual? Obviously सिर्फ आपके ही तक रहेगा, right? Such diseases will be called as acquired diseases. Okay? And second criteria, if you get some diseases from your parents, okay, that means these are the diseases which are passed from one generation to another generation. Such type of diseases are called as hereditary diseases. Okay? It is also called as hereditary diseases. That means अगर किसी के ग्रैंडफादर को एक स्पेसिफिक डिजीज थी, वो ग्रैंडफादर से उसके सन में आ गई, and now from that son it has again transformed to his daughter. So these are the diseases which are linked in a specific family. Correct? Such type of diseases are called as genetic or hereditary diseases, जो inherit होते हैं एक generation से दूसरे generation तक. Right? And the second thing which I mentioned was acquired disease. Sorry for the disturbance. Acquired diseases are the diseases only related to that person. Correct? That means these are non-hereditary, which will be not passed to any other person from you. I meant to any other generation after you. Okay? Now under acquired diseases, अगर आप बाहर जा रहे हो एंड आपको कुछ डिजीज हो रहा है, and there can be any reason behind it. Again, there are two classifications. ठीक है? Either you can spread the disease to somebody, that means such type of diseases are called as contagious or infectious diseases, or non-infectious or non-communicable diseases, which cannot be spread from one person to another person, which will remain till that same person. Okay, I'm explaining the right hand side of the diseases again to you. This is the second major classification, that diseases are classified based on the reasons. Now there can be many reasons, of which we have picked up only two major reasons. Number one, either you have acquired that disease from any external factor, or you have acquired the disease from your ancestor. ठीक है? अगर ऐसे है, अगर फैमिली से कुछ डिजीज आपके पास आ रहा है, such type of diseases are called as hereditary disease. ठीक है? And when we come to acquired diseases, there are again two classifications. First, infectious diseases. Example, corona, जो एक पर्सन से दूसरे पर्सन तक स्प्रेड होता है, right? Also called as contagious or communicable diseases. And second is non-infectious disease. Unlike आप गिर गए हो, you got some wound, fracture हो गया. Is that communicable? No. Such type of diseases will be called as non-infectious diseases. ठीक है? I hope you must have understood both these major categories, and if you have understood this, you are done with your at least 10% of the chapter. ठीक है? Okay, so we are also up with the time, and I'm done with today's part. Next time when we are meeting, we are continuing with the chapter and examples under infectious and non-infectious diseases. Nishant sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I am done.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, everyone, we are done with the science lecture. Now the next lecture is Hindi composite. So the students who have not opted for Hindi composite can leave the lecture. The students who have not opted for Hindi 50, they can leave the lecture. We'll start the Hindi 50 lecture in 5 minutes. So you have a small break of 5 minutes. The students who joined late for the lecture, let me tell you, we have a demo this Sunday, and the demo is of history. So it is mandatory for you guys to attend the lecture, as well as you have to share the link with your friends. The link will be given to you tomorrow. So please share the link with your friends and join the demo this Sunday.